It's Elliot with Yo Elliot, and today I'm going to answer a question for another Elliot, a skinnier Elliot, who wants to know how to gain weight. Yo Elliot! So, here's your question.
Yo Elliot, this is my question for you. I'm a pretty skinny guy. Like most skinny guys, I want to gain a bit of size, look a bit better, be in better shape. My main question is really, you hear a lot of different advice, like you should do sets of 12 reps, like some people say 3 sets, some people say 5 sets. But then you hear bigger muscles are stronger muscles. And then everything I've heard to build strength is like maximum 5 reps, like 2 or 3 reps the really big guys do. So my question is, if I want to get big as quickly as I can, or bigger as quickly as I can, but also gain a lot of functional strength so that, I don't just look like I could bench press a small car, I want to be able to bench press a small car. Obviously that's some way off, but you get the picture. You seem like you're pretty built, but I know you do like powerlifting and sort of strongman type log lifts and that, so obviously you've got a lot of sort of base strength as well, so you might be able to give me some good advice. Just what should I do? 12 reps, 5 reps, what sort of weight range? Yeah, so that's my question. Cheers, thanks very much.
Okay, Elliot, so you're the average skinny guy. Here's the situation. I've trained tons of skinny dudes at my gym and tried lots of crazy shit with them. Half of it never worked. But there's one thing that we've done that I used with a really skinny kid named Drayden that I've been training for years, who couldn't gain weight forever. I put together a program that used several different strength training modalities in the bodybuilding realm to get him strong. So this included like a pyramid set with drop sets and supersets. Those were the majority of the ones that you'd be using if you were a bodybuilder. The thing about this program, I don't know if you're an athlete, if you play sports, if you're a powerlifter, if you want to get really strong, or I don't know what other obligations you have. Drayden happened to be a football player, but we had to put athletic training and functional training and stuff like that, strongman training, aside for quite a while and just focus on this bodybuilding template that I created. Now, I'm going to give you, Elliot Unplugged, Skinny Elliot, a copy of this program. Actually, I'm using it right now with Drayden and some of his skinny buddies. Drayden's gained over, I've been training him for quite a few years. But last year, he gained about 20 pounds in that 1 year using this program. Now, here's the thing. This program that I'm going to send you, actually, you can click the link down below and I'll have you just like sign up and you can get it. And anybody else who's watching this is skinny, I'll give you my template. Here's the deal. You got to follow this template just like the way I'm going to tell you right now. It's a 3-week template. Follow that for 3 weeks straight and then make photocopies. Then copy it again and do it for another 3 weeks. So 6 weeks. So at the end of 6 weeks, and I want you to keep me posted, dude. I like working with skinny guys. You should have 2 sheets. And they should be filled up with all your numbers and stuff like that. At the end of 6 weeks, take 2 weeks. Take 2 weeks and kind of just do high repetition stuff. I mean like 20 repetition stuff. Don't kill yourself. You're basically deloading, because what you're going to do when you're following this program is you're doing high reps, but you're also doing heavy weights. You're doing a lot of different things to stimulate the tissue, the nervous system, your endocrine system, and on top of this, you're following a diet that is just going to be sick and crazy. So, here are some tips. Not even tips, dude. I want to give you exactly what to do so that you can gain weight. I want you to send me another video and show me with like a bigger neck and shoulders and traps that are just popping out of your t-shirt. I want you to get big. Follow that program and do this right here. Listen closely. If you're another skinny guy, listen closely. Get a pad and pen. Write this out. Take your body mass, not your lean body mass, but whatever puniness that you have inside your t-shirt, get on a scale, whatever you weigh. If you weigh $130, fine. Times that by 20. You're going to have a number. That's how many calories you've got to eat every single day. Every single day. I'm going to tell you to do about 60% of that should be carbs. I know it sounds crazy, especially when you get all these people telling you to reduce carbohydrates. Dude, you're skinny, you can't gain weight, do what I'm telling you. The rest of it should be fat and protein. So about 40% fat and protein. If you're eating beef and chicken, and I'm talking about like whole chickens. I'm not saying chicken breast, I'm talking about thighs and necks and livers. Eat the whole chicken and you'll get the fat that you need. So just focus on that meat. And here's the magical carb, the carbohydrate that just shuttles water. Here's the thing, you are gaining water weight also, so all you YouTube geniuses who are going to write, oh, you can't gain 20 pounds, it's going to be water. Yeah, guess what? He gained 20 pounds, and some of it is water. We are fucking water. We're 70% water. Get over it. But you're going to be pretty goddamn strong also. The magical carb, when we come back, is brown rice. Why? I don't know. It just works. I've heard that sweet potatoes work just as well also, but if you could just make mounds and mounds of brown rice, you're gonna do yourself wonders. Here's what you're gonna do. So you've got your calories. Like I said, 60% of those calories, you're gonna have to do a little bit of math, are gonna be carbohydrates, brown rice in particular. The rest of it's gonna be meat. Eating every 3 hours. You should be having rice with almost every single meal. Maybe if I have them, if I can pull them up, I'll show you some pictures. When I followed this diet and went from 190 to 230, I did it for about 6 months when I first started doing strongman. Dude, I was eating so much rice. I'd sit at a plate. It's crazy. This is what's going to happen to you. You're going to fill up your plate and you're going to have a mound of rice that looks like this. And you're going to eat your meat. You're going to like finish as much as you can. And you're going to still have about half a mound of rice on this plate. You got to treat this plate like you treat the barbell when you're training. You've got to attack this plate like you're attacking the weights in the gym. So you're going to have about half a mound of rice left there, and you're going to go, I just can't eat it. I'm too full. Well, guess what? Man up. Take a deep breath, walk around, do some jumping jacks. I don't care what you got to do, but come back to that plate with your spoon and put one more scoop in your mouth. Then walk around, do some jumping jacks, slap your dog around, come back, put another spoon. So it may take you a half an hour to eat that goddamn bowl of rice, but eat the friggin' meal. You're gonna need supplements in there. Here's my suggestion. If you're eating 3 meals, you know, breakfast, lunch, dinner, in between those meals, use Myoplex shakes or Metrex shakes. Those, you know, there are other ones that I can recommend, and you YouTube fanatics are going to tell me why those aren't the best ones. But if you live on Earth, you could probably go to a store and get those things. Stick one of those after about 3 hours after each one of your meals. And like I said, do the math so that you get the amount of calories that I described. Creatine works like magic. I haven't had a kid that trained here, and I've never had poor results with creatine, and a lot of vitamin C. And at least this much water every day. You will gain weight, but you've got to be disciplined, brother. You've got to follow the plan that I gave you. Down below, grab it. It's not magic if you don't do it. And eat the way I just described it. The rest of you skinny dudes, do what I said also. It will work. I want to see your results. Give me video responses 6 months from now when you've gained 40 pounds. I'd love to know. Keep sending me your questions, guys. Video questions get top priority. Elliott, Skinny Elliott, sent me this video about 2-3 weeks ago. Finally got to it. So there's a queue. If you want to get in, send me your videos now. Bottom line, keep getting stronger. Talk to you next time. Yo, Elliott.